Howdy everyone, Matt and Mateo here, coming at you with another orthopedic special test, and this one is for the elbow. It is the elbow extension test. This test came from a paper in 1991 by Dr. Hawksworth and Dr. Freeland. And what they were looking at with this paper, what they published, was to determine a very quick and easy way to say, like, okay, this person needs a radiograph of their elbow after an elbow injury. Now, you may be saying, well, why don't they just x-ray everybody that comes in with an elbow injury? Well, one, they were looking at a way to try to reduce the cost of them, because again, if you're just doing them on everybody, you can run up a pretty high cost. And second, to reduce the amount of radiation that people are exposed to, because if you're just x-raying everybody for everything, that's a lot of radiation that you're getting dosed with. To perform this test, it's actually pretty easy. The original paper didn't really give specifics on how to do it. Some of the later papers did. So in that original paper, it just said, oh, just have the person extend their arm, and if they can't extend it, it's a positive, so go send them off for an x-ray. Later papers did give it a little bit more, a little bit more formality with it. But they said just have the person just sitting, have them raise their arm up, and then you just ask them to extend their elbow. And if they can get full extension, it is a negative. And if they can't, it's a positive. You just compare side to side. So if you just looked at me, Mateo couldn't do both sides. And if it's like you extended it out and one side just didn't fully extend, okay, that's a positive. Let's send you off for an x-ray because you may have a fracture. So that's how you perform the test. In getting and talking about the research for this test, it has been found to be very sensitive. In the original paper, it was found to have a sensitivity of 90% and a specificity of 69%. So meaning that if this test is positive, you can't extend your elbow after an elbow injury, you probably have a fracture, so yes, let's go do an x-ray on it. Now there was another research study done later comparing adults to children, because they said, well, they could present differently. And this one found as well that there was a very high sensitivity of like 96%, but the specificity was lower. It was around like 48, 49% there. Now, a very interesting thing that did come out of that paper was that if somebody is negative on this test, so meaning that they have full elbow extension, if you're an adult, it's almost a 2% chance that you could have a fracture. With children, it's just over 4% that you have a fracture. Now, again, they said to kind of rule that in, they said they would, tell the person like, okay, you probably don't have a fracture, we'll send you off, because again, you're trying to save people money and you're not wanting to dose them with radiation. But they said if your symptoms still persist for about 7 to 10 days afterwards, come back in. Okay, we probably need to do a radiographic study again. So there you go. That is the elbow extension test. Have you ever heard of it? Do you use it? What do you think about it? Let us know down in the comments below. And like always, take care of yourself. Take care of your patients. We'll see you next time.